These tended to be large, a few of them utilized for hunting game rather like a video game reserve today, and others as leisure gardens. Cypresses and palms were a few of the most frequently planted kinds of trees. Gardens were also available in Kush. In Muzawarat-es Sufra, the great enclosure dated to the 3rd century BC consisted of remarkable gardens. Flower beds were popular in the yards of abundant Romans. The Middle Ages, edit. The Middle Ages represent a duration of decrease in gardens for aesthetic functions. After the fall of Rome, gardening was provided for the function of growing medicinal herbs and/or embellishing church altars. Monasteries carried on a tradition of garden design and extreme horticultural strategies during the medieval duration in Europe. Specific monasteries may likewise have had a green court, a plot of turf and trees where horses could graze, as well as a cellars garden or personal gardens for obedientiaries, monks who held specific posts within the abbey. Islamic gardens were developed after the design of Persian gardens, and they were generally confined by walls and divided in 4 by watercourses. Particular to the Islamic gardens are the mosaics and glazed tiles used to embellish the rills and fountains that were built in these gardens. By the late 13th century, abundant Europeans began to grow gardens for leisure and for medicinal herbs and vegetables. They surrounded the gardens by walls to safeguard them from animals and to offer seclusion. Fruit trees prevailed in these gardens, and also in some, there were turf seats. At the same time, the gardens in the monasteries were a location to grow flowers and medical herbs. However, they were also an area where the monks might take pleasure in nature and relax. The gardens in the 16th and 17th century were symmetric, proportioned and stabilized with a more classical look. Typically, gardens had actually flower beds set out in squares and separated by gravel paths. Gardens in Renaissance were adorned with sculptures, topiary and water fountains. In the 17th century, knot gardens ended up being popular in addition to the hedge mazes. By this time, Europeans began planting new flowers such as tulips, marigolds and sunflowers. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.